So there's supposed to be a versus between the Lox and Dipset. And so what I find funny is the conversation is because a versus is more of a vibe type thing.
It started off like being like competitive, and then it turned into like a kumbaya. But I think this one's gonna kind of bring it back to more of a competitive.
It might, but I'm talking about as far as the discourse about on social media about who's gonna win. Now, if this was like straight lyricism, and if this was straight up a rap battle, Lox would win handily. But if we talking about vibe and hits, oh, it's Dipset all day, bro.
I don't know because
Dipset was a movement for like 3 summers,
I'm
bro.
a big Dipset fan. I think they're gonna win off of cultural impact, but
not necessarily.
But the Lox got them bad boy hits.
Then they got them Rough Rider hits. Huh? It's in NYC, so it's gonna be. It depends which crowd
It's gonna be Yonkers.
I just feel like when you talk about that's what I'm talking. That's my point. When you talk about hits, like I feel like the Lox got good songs, but I don't think their hits match Dipset's.
Well, no,
as far
of course
as hits,
I mean they both got
bars,
hood classes.
yeah.
They both got hood classes. I just think like
because how many hits did they have with Bad Boy?
They was on Money, Power, Respect. About the Benjamins. They was on. They were on quite a few songs. He was on 24 Hours to Live. Jada.
Yeah. But it was just the fact that they only had one album.
But you
Bad Boy.
exactly, and you notice how the songs you just listed weren't theirs. Dipset. Once they break out, what's really good, especially this year.
But they can bring out. Bro. We Gonna Make It. That's a tough record to
follow up. But that's not a
Lox
song, though.
I mean, it's a group, so you're going to play
Cam, we're going to hit that then.
Jada's, come on, knock yourself out. Come on, I love it.
Cam got more hits, though.
Are you breaking them up individually?
Jada got the Y, like he got the
Yeah, but Cam
got hits.
I'm sorry,
bro.
man.
Bro.
We talking bars? Jada all day. Hits?
Well, even if you talking bars, you can go Cam.
Cam not a better rapper
than Jada.
Hold up,
man.
Don't Jada's in my top 10.
See, the problem is everybody point to the one era where they said Cam was just getting away with whatever. But if you look at like listen to the album, you listen to Purple Haze, even if you listen to Killer Season.
No, real talk. Cam was nice, but he was
but
still
Jada's in people's
because his last album was hard.
Exactly.
Purple Haze 2 was nice. But I would say this. He got but a lot of his was based on his swag. Like Cam was just mad confident.
Yeah.
Mad confident. Like he could say almost anything and you'll go with it because he was just mad confident. Jada, come on now. As far as bars,
Jada,
come on, bro. We talking about Jada Kiss.
People so whack. I took half the year off. These rap girls got Rihanna got cut.
But that's what I'm saying. Like we was talking. Like, if this versus was a rap battle, the Lox will win. If you talking about vibe and hits, it's Dipset because Dipset was three hot summers, bro. At least
Dipset, in my opinion,
like I remember the Lox having that type of impact.
There is no no impact. In terms of rap music, in terms of what the Diplomats did for that time period,
Diplomats were the first wave. They were the first definition of a wave.
Oh yeah, it was a wave. So like
that's what I would say. But Lox I ain't gonna sleep on the Lox.
No,
picking oversized jerseys all over this country.
Yeah, so they gave.
The Lox was nice. I'm just saying, you talking about
because the Lox was grimy.
But the verses is more about hits versus hits, and it's like, yo, they got more.
No, because we like the album cuts too, because that's when when artists get in their album cuts.
No, I agree with you, but I'm talking about the majority of the public know more about the Diplomats.
But that's why it's not for them.
And this is why I'm like, it's mixtapes because if they go to mixtapes.
Oh yeah, mixtapes. It's no holds bar. You can go mixtapes.
Oh, they go mixtapes. Oh,
yeah, you go because especially but no, you go to like Jada Kiss's mixtapes, like them consignment.
But once
tapes.
again, we talking. Okay, when you say when
the Kiss My Ass tape.
Once again,
he got some.
This is why I need to know the rules because does individual careers count?
Because prime example,
Season Guru looking like Beanie Siegel and
what you say?
That was funny.
Season Guru look like this.
That got what it takes to rock the mic.
That was nice.
But yeah, that was cold. Like when Bobby Brown
not Beanie Siegel now.
But when
you actually got a voice.
Yeah.
When Bobby Brown did his, he did some new additions because he was a part of that group. Like when people have did like their individual songs when it came to verses or when they was in a group.
So solo careers count in this as well.
Yeah, because
that's what I'm saying. Jewels was nice for a couple years. Jim Jones had his moment.
Styles P, man, can't sleep on
Styles P. Honestly, like kind of like the dark horses. really are like Jim Jones, just with his recent, because
Jim
he's
Jones,
gotten
Joel.
better. He's gotten much better.
The most improved.
But he was another one.
rapper.
Like at the beginning, he could just say whatever he wanted. Koofy smacking like
That was funny.
that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it.
My point is that like I don't know. I just feel like Dipset got more in their back.
And then let's not
like I
sleep
said,
on,
he's talking about mixtapes.
you can't sleep on Sheik either, because Sheik, he might
You
not
can't
be
sleep
as
on none of them.
popular, but Sheik got bars as well.
That song
Yeah.
it was the Lox with DMX and Jay-Z. They all got off, so they could that blackout.
But that's my point, though.
They can
Blackout,
play
yeah.
like it's just.
But once again, like we're not like
Which group has
if this
the
is
dopest group name?
Dipset has the dope man dog. Everybody was screaming Dipset when
Well,
he was a part of it.
the Dipset easily have the greatest logo in rap history.
Dog, they just
Like-
everything about the Dipset was cool, bro. Like everything they did was fly. Like it was just dope.
I
Dips-
think, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The mixtapes.
We can all look back and say like we were all inspired.
Diplomatic Community was probably one of the hardest albums.
We're not
bro.
arguing impact.
Yeah.
Dipset got it.
And
when
you
we
know
come
what?
to
This
music,
speaks to Cam. This speaks to Cam's ability to not really say anything, but just how he said it. Is the fact that I honestly think he won his beef with Jay-Z. That shit was hilarious. When he brought out Jimmy Walker with the sandals and jeans and shit.
Cam's the king of the
Well, that's
answers.
why I feel like the same. Jim Jones did the same thing.
When he said like Joe Camel, I'm like,
no,
bruh.
when Jim Jones took Jay-Z's diss verse
Yeah,
on his song and then threw it on the actual remix
so.
and made money off of it. Like
No,
that's genius.
I'm just saying, but Cam was able to go at Jet like it wasn't a bar battle. It was just Cam just being silly.
I think people respected it because they were on the same label, and then it was internal things.
No, I agree.
It's not like when Soulja Boy went at Jay, like.
Well,
But no,
Sean
but I'm saying
C.
like, but certain people you expect to be lyrical, like Nas. He went lyrical. Yeah, he's had punchlines, but it was lyrical. Cam's was
But
like
Cam
just
knew
mostly,
that wasn't his strong suit, so without we.
But that speaks to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cam ain't got to be lyrical. He could just be.
But Cam done did something that no other rapper has
That
done.
song was hard too. by the
Cam
way.
went at literally guys that's in everybody's top 10. He went at Jay-Z, he went at Nas, and he went at 50 when 50 was still like
That's
the
his
hottest
confidence,
thing.
and I think he won that one too. Like that man, dog.
Well, Ross gave 50 the knockout blow, and Cam just came in. Kyrie
Jada
stepped back.
Kiss, he made a 50 Cent diss.
Oh yeah, but my thing is, that to me, the greatest one round battle ever was Jada versus Beans.
And Beans, yeah.
Both of them got off.
I agree.
Both of them got off.
I agree.
Oh yeah, and that's definitely one that it did feel like it might have turned like real ugly. You know, if Jada was to go back to Philly because they had their situation when he was performing out there, and then if Beans would have went to New York, like.
But I'm saying the
Now he
verses.
performed that song in Philly.
In the verses, it's gonna come down to songs people recognize, songs people like vibe to. Because most people ain't dissecting bar. Like,
But see, that's why I think the beauty of it is the fact that they having it at Madison Square Garden. So
yeah,
they're
that's
gonna
gonna be
have
awesome.
like they got it at.
and they got a crowd there.
They should.
Oh, dog, that's
Yes,
gonna
you
be the
know,
best.
it's a crowd. They sell
Yeah.
tickets. It's sold out. So people gonna be there.
Thank you, Diplomatic Community, dog.
Classic album.
And they had,
classic
like, and that's what I'm saying.
Classic
That's
album.
That's the album they actually released. There's like 7 Diplomatic Community mixtapes, and then they got the one where Lil Wayne and it was on it. Like they had a song Black Republicans and stuff. I forgot.
That was
but-
Can't Feel My Face. That was Wayne and Jewels.
Yeah, but it was like a mixtape because I remember Cam did the took the old ESPN beat and made a song to it.
I know what you're talking about. I think it might be
They
Dipset.
said Diamonds and Pearls.
That was a Dipset
Get 'em
Volume
Good.
3.
Dipset Forever or something.
The Dipset Volume 3 or Volume 4.
Yeah, and they had the best version of what's that song they did with DMX?
Shout out to
What's
Julian,
really good?
bro. He put me on to
I
that.
ain't like the album version. The mixtape version was better than the album version.
The mixtape version was a lot dirtier. That the album version was very much so like polished and cleaned up.
But yeah,
And then Jewel's probably got one of the hardest songs to never come out on the album. The Second Coming, remember that Nike commercial?
Oh God, dude! If
that
they
song
drop
was-
that, man,
Bruh, it's a rap. That's what I'm saying.
if they drop that,
People forget. Like,
Man.
dog.
But you can't. They gotta forget. But like the Lox got it too, though. My thing is for those kids who don't know about that Knock Yourself Out and the We Gon' Make It and like all of those type of records, like
Those songs are-
it's what I'm saying. Like it's gonna be. We just talking music. We all know Dipset had a bigger
Exactly.
epic.
No,
No, when
I'm
it's saying
saying-
like music, like it's gonna be Christian. When they hit Dipset anthem, they got it with these verses.
Bruh.
Your sequencing has to be on par.
well, yeah, I was gonna
Your
say,
sequencing has to be on par.
The way you lay out your set,
Bruh.
like
Yeah,
you got to
and
do
you
it a
gotta play
certain
great
way.
defense because when he come with Dipset anthem, either you gonna take the L that round or you gonna have to come back with one of you know what I'm saying, one of yours. So it's gonna be interesting.
I just feel like the Diplomats is going to be more hype. And that's going to
But
that's
they-
going to That's gonna mean something. That's
But
gonna
New York
matter.
is grimy.
That's what I'm saying. They in New York, man.
The Lox
They
people
in
like
New York.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they put me in. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just saying. I put my money on Dipset because to me, I think this type of venue. Like I said, if this was about bars, Lox without question.
But it's New York. New York fans like bars.
And I was gonna say if it wasn't for it being
Dipset,
if it wasn't for it being in New York and it not being a crowd, I'd probably say Dipset like easily just because
when the social media engagement reaction, they would win it. But since in New York with New York fans,
would depend. I mean, them dudes from New York too, though. So they was feeling them too. So I mean,
yeah. But the other part too with New York is New York rappers always feel like, especially now, they slide it. They slide it. They underappreciate. You think the Lox not feeling that way?
Look, I'm saying it's gonna be nice.
Plus,
I'm just saying.
New York is split anyway. New York is split between the grimy people and the flashy people. That's a New York 50-50 split.
That's what I always liked about Cam, because Cam could kind of be both.
He could be.
He could play both roles.
Dog, I'm telling you, like I want to put him in my top 5 because Cam, dog, the swag, man.
He not in your top 10?
He definitely in my top 10.
Okay, just
Cam was my guy.
I don't know if I got.
Cam in my top 10.
Cam in my top 10.